Hi, my name is Brandon Shu, and today I'll be talking about how to make a surf and turf burrito. So, surfing has always been a passion of mine for some time now, and one of the things about it is that after you surf for a couple hours, you tend to get pretty hungry. So, one of the traditions me and my friends have is going and getting food after, and one of my favorites is the surf and turf burrito. A surf and turf burrito consists of a meat and a shellfish. So in my case, I like using steak and shrimp along with guacamole. If you're ever hungry and want to try something new, you should definitely give this a try. Trying new things can be very rewarding if done right and you're open to it. In this presentation, I will cover the things you will need, preparation of the food, and the cooking steps. So for the things you will need, the ingredients and supplies will be the things you'll need in order to make this surf and turf burrito. So starting with the ingredients for the steak, you'll need chopped cilantro, minced garlic, cumin, brown sugar, olive oil, the zest and juice of 1 lime, soy sauce, kosher salt, and fresh ground pepper. For the shrimp, you'll need olive oil, chipotle, chili powder, garlic powder, Mexican oregano if you have that. If you don't, you can use regular oregano, cumin, kosher salt, and pepper. And for the guacamole, you're gonna need white onion, tomato, lime juice, diced chipotle pepper, salt, pepper, and cilantro. And the last ingredient you'll need is a flour tortilla. Now moving on to supplies, you'll need a knife, a griller pan, tongs, and 3 bowls. Being organized and having everything in front of you will allow you to have the best cooking experience. So these ingredients and supplies will prepare you to make the surf and turf burrito. And next is preparation. So preparation is key. Without it, you can often find yourself making mistakes. So for the steak, what you want to do is put it in a bowl with the ingredients I previously explained, and then you want to mix it around until all the meat is covered and stick it in your refrigerator and let it marinate. I wouldn't let it marinate for more than a day. I think that a few hours is plenty of time to get the flavors that you need in this burrito. The next thing I'll be talking about is the shrimp. So what you want to do for the shrimp is throw all the ingredients in the bowl with the shrimp and mix it around until it's equally covered, just like the meat, and you can let that sit on the side. I usually don't tend to marinate the shrimp as long as the steak. I would say maybe an hour or two is plenty of time. And the last thing is the guacamole. So it can be made simply just by throwing in the ingredients I talked about and then mashing up the avocados and mixing it all together. And then you could just put that in a bowl and put it in your refrigerator and let that sit until you're all done with everything. Having the steak and shrimp prepared properly with the right seasoning is very important. Without the proper seasoning, it won't allow for a good burrito. Now that I've explained how to prepare the surf and turf burrito, let's turn up the flame and move to cooking steps. So for the cooking steps, before you begin, you want that pan or grill to be super hot. And for the steak, you're gonna want to get a nice grill on it. You're gonna make sure that each side has a nice color, and then you can take it off and see how it is. For the shrimp, you can cook it until you see that it has a nice pinkish white color on it, and make sure you try it before taking it off, because sometimes it could tend to be raw. And getting the steak and shrimp cooked perfectly is key. And now that you have everything, you can throw all that together, the steak, the shrimp, the guac, and put it in the flour tortilla, and you're good to go. Now that we've covered how to make the surf and turf burrito, as well as all the items needed to pull off, making this surf and turf burrito not only gives you something to do during this quarantine, but also trying food that you make yourself taste a whole lot better. Now that you have everything you need in order to make this burrito, go give it a try. You won't regret it.